All right, what's going on, everybody? Back for another trading psychology video. One of my favorites, very topic to study, very important. Why is it important? Because uh, if you want to be exceptional and extraordinary, you got to do extraordinary things to achieve great results and great returns. Also, because it helps me grow as a person, not just in trading, but in life in general. As well as markets are made up of people. So everyone loves their models, but as long as, or only if, all market participants agree with your model, then the model means nothing. So, and I'm exaggerating a little bit just to prove a point. But now, okay, let's go over what we're going to discuss. And instead of looking at this, let's look at visual melodies. And again, ooh, it's Christmas time. Look at this. This isn't my video. So, I'll just put a link to them in the description. This is Visual Melodies. I didn't make this. They're awesome. So go check them out. Okay. So the title is, and the topic is finding certainty in uncertainty. This whole topic is not something that I have created or come up with, right? I mean, I take my ideas from other very smart, successful people. So this was not some epiphany that I had, but this is something that I learn and study and refine and live and practice and breathe on a daily basis. I guess not a daily basis. I strive to do this on a daily basis. So the trading, stocks, and much like anything in life, is mostly probabilities. And but especially in markets, anything can and does happen. So so you have to find certainty in uncertainty, because as a human being, oftentimes it's hard to quote unquote take a risk with an uncertain outcome. And I've talked about this a little bit before, but basically, and to go back to where do I get all this from? It's from a book same one that I talk about all the time. It's the best trading psychology book there is, by Mark Douglas, Trading in the Zone. And since markets are uncertain, or since the outcome is an uncertain outcome, typically what you'll see with the majority of traders is a sense of trying to be a really good market analyst. And yes, market analysis and fundamental analysis are very important, and global macro analysis, all these things, yes, it's very important. But the mindset that most people have is wrong, and that mindset is trying to find certainty in an uncertain outcome. So they think the better I get at market analysis, the more certain of an outcome, therefore I will make more money. And that's just not the case. Now, there's a great line in the book that says, most traders are obsessed with market analysis because they feel it gives them the certainty they crave. But dang it, now I got to paraphrase. I guess I didn't write the whole quote down. But then after that, he goes on to saying the ironic thing is that the only thing that is a certainty is uncertainty, which will give you the certainty that you crave. So I paraphrase that last part, but it's great. It's so good. Now, much like a casino operates, and I'll use this analogy a lot because it makes a lot of sense, that a casino doesn't choose the hands that are played. It treats them all the same for the most part, right? There's exceptions to everything, but an exception to the rule does not disprove a rule. So they take every hand, every button that's pushed, every hand that's played, every hit in blackjack, right? So because they know what their edge is, much like a successful trader knows what his edge is. So therefore, you trade your edge, but don't get excited over one or the other. You treat them all the same. And again, there's exceptions to this, I know, but the mindset is what is important. And I'm guilty of doing this all the time, and you guys will, I'm sure, can relate, where you get all excited about one, double up on the position, and it doesn't work, and one you don't think is going to work out at all, and so you put in half what you normally would. It goes to $1 bajillion. We've all been there, we've all experienced that. So take every edge and treating them the same. Now, there certainly are exceptions, but again, it's the mindset that is important. It's, I have an edge, I have a strategy, I have a style, I have my position size, I trade that way. Oh yes, and this is what I talked about on the previous video, not the previous trading psychology video, but the video I did today about what my daily videos is trading doesn't have anything to do with being right or wrong. He brings this up in the book, talking about a trader that is took a loss, wasn't performing well, and said, well, what was at risk for this trade? What was at risk? And the trader goes, well, 2 points or whatever, I had my stop loss and whatever. And he says, no, but was that all that was at risk? That's it? What about your ego? What about being right or wrong? Pain, all these things. What is actually at risk? Because, you can get into just numbers on a screen, but we're humans. So what was actually at risk, right? That's super deep. And I really like that concept about being, right or wrong, right? It's not about predicting what's going to happen. It's trading your edge. You don't predict. You don't need to know what's going to happen. I don't trade financial markets to make me feel good about myself. I'm not, if I'm right, I have similar emotions to if I'm wrong. They're not perfect, but I strive for perfection. So I will continue to get better every day and better every year and every week and every 5 years, right? So clearly I feel good when I have a winning trade and feel not so good when I have a losing trade, but not too much, not very much. I mean, from when I first started, in terms of the emotional swings, is they're very minimal, and they will continue to get even more minimal. And that's something I try very hard to do. So we'll leave it at that. Finding certainty in uncertainty. Zen mode, baby. All right, see ya.